Set for the opener. They're off and running. Sombrero Negro broke ahead in front, and now between horses, there goes Reed's Artful Run to take over. Sombrero Negro's dropping back into the second spot is New Mexico Heart. Then we have a Speed Merchant and Mark My Kiss. Sombrero Negro caught wide is only 3 lengths off the lead. Another length back to Make 'Em Tremble. Then it's another length to MG Rojo Loco. Then Sniper Unit. Next is Hold My Scotch, and the one at the back, Pow Now. Middle of the turn, and it's still Reed's Artful Run, but here comes Speed Merchant and Mark My Kiss. Sombrero Negro is under a ride and trying to rally from the 4th spot, still wide out. They come down the lane, and Mark My Kiss is now taken over. Mark My Kiss, Speed Merchant move on, slowly fading out Reed's Artful Run, and then we have a battle for 4th, and Speed Merchant coming right back at Mark My Kiss. Mark My Kiss shifting ground, running a bit green and getting weary. And Speed Merchant wins, going away from Mark My Kiss. Then Reed's Artful Run and Make 'Em Tremble. They're off and running. Speed from between horses for Loco Luna. Outran Shut Up Michael early. Has it by a length. It's about another length and a half back. There we have Dixon Tough along with Ronimo, and between them, Mythical. Then in the white down at the rail comes Poncho Left Me with 4 lengths to make up. Break of 4 more. Back to Reed's Pet Xenon. Down the backstretch they go. Loco Luna, now only a half. Shut Up Michael putting the pressure on, a half mile left to go. Mythical down at the rail behind the stablemate. And then outside of that is Ronimo. Another 2 back to Dixon Tough and Poncho Left Me, and at the back, Reed's Pet Xenon. Through the far turn they go. And Loco Luna getting more and more pressure from Shut Up Michael. Ronimo is in 3rd. They're in a diagonal line as they approach the quarter pole. And then Mythical at the rail. Head of the lane. Loco Luna has been fending off Shut Up Michael and now is beginning to open up. And Loco Luna now drawing away. Shut Up Michael still holds 2nd. And then middle of the track in the black is Ronimo. At the rail is Mythical. And it is Loco Luna 70 yards out. Loco Luna gonna win. Loco Luna wins by about 5 from Shut Up Michael, and in a close photo of Mythical inside and Ronimo outside. They're off and running. They all appeared to get away well, and it's early speed for Park in the Dark between horses with Caden's Girl. Ogallala at the rail quickly now up to take over. And it's Ogallala narrowly from Caden's Girl. There goes Hook 'Em Up. Hook 'Em Up's going to challenge the leader. And then we have Lucky and Daring now taken back 4th. Behind that, Park in the Dark is now 3 lengths off the lead in 5th, and inside of her, Hazoni. Second last, we have Mark the Date, and Brazen Gator is now out of the last spot. Inside a half mile left to go, Ogallala leads the way. 3/4 of a length to her outside flank. Hook 'Em Up, and Caden's Girl's in 3rd within striking distance. But the 2 up front are beginning to get away with 3 furlongs left to go. In 4th is Park in the Dark. Brazen Gator continues to pick them off one by one, and then the Lucky and Daring is pushed. They move for the quarter pole, still Ogallala in front. Ogallala in front of Hook 'Em Up. Brazen Gator continues to plug away little by little, is right alongside Caden's Girl. They come down the lane, and it's Ogallala. Ogallala in front, clear by about 3, maybe 4. Brazen Gator has worked her way into 2nd in a furious battle with Caden's Girl for that spot. Then Hook 'Em Up, and it's all Ogallala. Gonna score at 1-5 and looked like a... Then we had Brazen Gator narrowly from Caden's Girl. The Hook 'Em Up was 4th. They're off and running in the J.R. Maloof Marathon. Let's see, 2 of them with speed, Vinnie Bob and Attila the Dun. Then at the rail, in the red, Riders Up getting passed by Heir to Greatness. Northern Quest has moved into 4th. Now back 5th, Riders Up, already 6 off the lead. And it's a break of about 6 lengths back to Daddy What If settling in his office. They bend onto the backstretch with 6 furlongs left to go, winging out on the front, Attila the Dun. Attila the Dun, by a length and a tail now, is cutting into the margin, is Heir to Greatness. Tracking in third, Vinnie Bob under a tight hold, pulling hard, 5 furlongs left to go. Another 3 back, and then Riders Up and Northern Quest are right alongside each other, and still about 6 behind that. To Daddy What If, half mile left to go. Attila the Dun being tracked by Heir to Greatness. Vinnie Bob is in third, 3 off the lead. It's another 3 back to Northern Quest. Riders Up continues to go backward, and now Daddy What If is beginning to unwind from the back, and there goes Heir to Greatness. Heir to Greatness is now making a bid, gonna challenge Attila the Dun. As they approach the quarter pole, Attila the Dun and Heir to Greatness. Being pushed along well back in third is Vinnie Bob and Northern Quest. Head of the lane, and it's still Attila the Dun trying to fend off Heir to Greatness. Attila the Dun, Heir to Greatness in a stretch battle. Closing at the rail, Yellow Cap is Daddy What If, and in center of the course, Northern Quest. Attila the Dun fighting gamely, and now opening up once again. It's going to be Attila the Dun to win the J.R. Maloof Marathon from Heir to Greatness. Then Northern Quest and a photo of Vinnie Bob and Daddy What If. They're running. Whiskey Whiskey, KJ Sky Pilot shows speed, Miss Zevi 6, Kazima Valentine charges up to challenge, and then it's a length and a half to Corona's Gone Viral. Caught wide is Runaway Rhymes with Broken Arrow, and then along the inside, Little Moondog has 6 lengths to make up. They bend around the turn, they approach the 440 mark, and it's KJ Sky Pilot in front as Whiskey Whiskey backpedals. Into the second spot is Kazima Valentine, and then Little Moondog's rallying from the back. Coming down the lane, KJ Sky Pilot being chased by Whiskey Whiskey and Little Moondog. As they approach the 110 marker, it is KJ Sky Pilot. Even money is gonna win like it. KJ Sky Pilot from Whiskey Whiskey, Little Moondog, and Corona's Gone Viral. Moving in to set the field for the 6th. They're running. Pretty good even break. Jackknife came away good this time. Jackknife is up on the front, chased by Hawksville, and inside Racy 1-2-3. Racy 1-2-3. Hawksville, then Jackknife, and the extreme outside KJ Gunslinger, and Hawksville makes a surge between horses. Hawksville in a photo with Racy 1-2-3 and Jackknife. And far side, KJ Gunslinger is wide out. And then we set for the 7th. They're running. You Love Me Too broke sharp between horses. Inside, Storm and Cartel at the rail. Mucho Smoke. To the outside, we have both Big Fantasy and King of Kia. And it's Storm and Cartel. You Love Me Too. And then the Marielle LaRue. Outside, we have Big Fantasy and King of Kia. It's going to be Storm and Cartel holding them all off. All in. They're running. Clean even break, a jingle and go speed in between horses. Down at the rails, Paradise Pete. These two battling away. They're getting right next to each other. Then in the pink, Carter's Kiss and Cindy. Extreme outside, Teller Perry MRL. Paradise Pete floated out in the middle of the track, but gonna win. Paradise Pete, then Carter's Kiss and Cindy. Apolitical Iceman may have gotten third, but it'll be a photo. Set for the 9th. They're running. Lovely Lady May. Fast break along the inside. Going with her is Josh's Wildfire. Outside, My Flash and Denali's coming on. And then we have HS Danger Weapon. And My Flash and Denali on the far side. My Flash and Denali to beat Lovely Lady May and HS Danger Weapon. And then 4th, possibly Josh's Wildfire.